This is Hans from Nära och Fjärran, Sweden. I thought I was going to Hawaii, but I ended up here in Alaska. But while we are here, why don't do this show about Alaska instead? So here I am, cold and wet, thinking about the warm sun and breeze on a Hawaiian beach. So while you look at these clips about Alaska's nature, I go and find some civilization. Alaska is one of the 2 states in US that aren't connected to the rest of the country. Hawaii is the second. Alaska has an area of more than 1,477,000 square kilometers and is the largest state of the US. It also has the longest coastline of all states. Alaska is the most western and northern state, and because it crosses the 180 longitude, it also is the most eastern. Alaska's nature is very similar to Sweden. They have bigger mountains and lakes, and the winters are a lot colder than here in Sweden. Here we have a fantastic example of a big Alaskan moose. Here you can see this magnificent animal walking around in the bushes, feeding off the branches. There's between 500,000 mooses in Alaska and Canada. The mooses in Alaska is often much bigger than their relatives in Sweden.
I think I can see something! It's a cabin! I'm saved!
Oh shit! Just a mile to go. Now, this friendly man gave me some clothes, and now we're off to civilization.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Hello, here we are in Fairbanks, and with us we have the famous historian Henry Gray. Hello, Henry.
Hello Hans, and welcome to Alaska. How was your travel?
No comments. But Henry, how was it to live in Alaska during the gold rush?
It was a time of hard work and starvation, but if you find some gold, you didn't have to worry about money anymore.
Was it hard to find some gold?
Yes, it took many weeks and in some cases months, and for some it was a deadlock.
Oh, that sounds like a bit of gambling.
Yes, it was, and here I found some authentic material of how the work could look like.
Okay, let's watch. Okay, but now we have to move on. Thank you for your time, Henry.
Sure, it was my pleasure, Hans.
Let's welcome our second guest, Ted Stevens, the Senator of Alaska.
Thank you, Hans.
Can you please tell us some major facts about Alaska?
Of course. In Alaska lives about 640,000 people on a surface that's almost 4 times bigger than Sweden.
Can you please tell us about the nature assets?
Well, we have a lot of petroleum, gold and copper, and we have a big wood industry. We also have a lot of big lakes and rivers. I don't know if that's a nature asset, but it gives us a wild and beautiful nature, which brings many tourists to Alaska.
Yeah, I noticed that while in nature during my journey.
Oh, you did? What do you think about it?
It was a bit colder than I expected this journey to be.
Yeah, we have a very cold climate here. It can be as cold as 60 degrees below zero, but I hope you enjoyed your trip anyway.
Yes, I did. This is Hans from Vårat, thanking Alaska for an exciting week.
Jag kunde inte fatta att brorsan skulle bli transvestit. Kirurgernas sylvassa knivar gick skytteltrafik. Där huden innan buktade ut, där buktar den numera in. Stora stiga doktorn har flyttat på fot. Helvete!
Okay, but now we have to move on. Thank you for your time, Hans.
Sure, it was my pleasure.
Kaj, 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 kaj. Känner du kaj, 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 som är kaj, 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 kaj. Känner du kaj, 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 kaj. Brorsans och min relation blev katastrofal. Han bytte sin rad.